військовослужбовці підрозділу Прайм 5-го прикордонного загону. Зараз знаходимося на Сумщині та стримуємо наступ ворога. Потребуємо мікроавтобус для виконання бойових задач і очищення українського неба від ворожих крил. Звертаємось до команди Car for Ukraine та Бандера Мобіль з проханням допомогти з закупівлею, підготовкою доставкою авто, а також до Renegade Changus та Канті Людан і їх спільноти з проханням допомогти підтримати збір. Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Чайка скиглить, літаючи, мов за дітьми плаче, сонце гріє, вітер віє, на степу козачим, на тім степу скрізь могили стоять та сумують, вітаються у буйного, де наші панують.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. So hello, Nura, Mexi Girl, Pyro, M35, McPigeon, Linda H. Well, for showing up early. There you go. There's the Macarena. So if they showed up late, they're out of luck. If they skip through the replay, they're out of luck. Meanwhile, Zaporizhia and Donetsk are under air alerts. Unfortunately, Zaporizhia was hit again 11 minutes ago. Yeah, you don't want to know how many takes it took me to get that one. I have a little more editing and text to do, but I will eventually release that as a short. It is what it is. Anyway. The smoke here from the Canadian fires is horrific. We were in the 180s for air quality yesterday, about 150s today. I just could not breathe without coughing yesterday. It was that bad. Anyway, let's dive right in to the operational information as of 8 a.m. for August 11th regarding the Russian invasion. Oh, yeah, the whole thing with the YouTube changing people's names. Yeah, that's funny. The 1265th day of the Russian Federation's large-scale armed aggression against Ukraine has begun. In total, 137 combat clashes were recorded yesterday. I know where you live, Pyro. The enemy carried out 59 airstrikes on the positions of Ukrainian units in settlements, dropping 111 guided bombs. In addition, Russia carried out 6,009 artillery strikes, with 105 of those being from MLRSs. And they used 4,615 kamikaze drones to cause destruction. The aggressor carried out airstrikes near the settlements of Veliki Mikhailovka, Trukoy in Dnipro region, Novomikhailivka, Novodanlivka, Yulivka in Zaporizhia in the Zaporizhia Oblast, Kozatsky in Kherson. Oh yeah, I'm totally expecting to get made fun of that for that. But anyways. The enemy carried out 10 airstrikes. Oh, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Yes, here. Over the past day, aviation, missile troops, and artillery units of the Defense Forces Ukraine struck 6 areas of concentration of personnel and equipment, an air defense system, and 3 artillery systems of the enemy. Moving into the individual directions and the deep state map, zooming into Sumy and the North Slobodansk direction, where 2 attacks took place. The enemy also carried out 10 additional airstrikes, dropping 20 guided bombs, and launched an additional 293 artillery strikes, with 10 of those from MLRSs. Moving over to the South Slobodansk Kharkiv area, our troops repelled 4 enemy attacks in Voschansk. Jumping over to Kupiansk, 8 attacks by the invaders took place over the last day. Defense forces repelled enemy assault actions near Radivka. Oh, I actually have to show. I don't know where Radivka is. I could not find it on the map for the life of me. Let's give it a quick look over really here, and unfortunately still do not. Oh, it's in the red. I'm sorry. So there's Radivka, Kindrashivka. I just saw it. Where'd it go? My brain is not working. Ushlivka, Kindrashivka, right there. Petropavlivka up here in the north. Stepova Novosilka and Novokrugivka. Heading to the south to Liman. You have to zoom way out to get all of Liman in on the map. The enemy attacked 19 times. He tried to advance in the areas of Karpivka, Kolodazny, Grivkivka, Torsky, right there. Torsky, and towards Chandra Golova, and towards Dronivka down here. In the Service direction right next door, and Ukrainian soldiers repelled 5 enemy attacks over the past day. Units of the occupiers tried to push our troops near Gorivka, Vimivka, and Verkno-Kamiansky. Jumping over to Kramatorsk direction. 6 clashes were recorded. The aggressor tried to advance in the areas of Novo Markovo, right here to the north of Chasiv Yar, Chasiv Yar itself, and Bila Gora. Heading further to the south, in the Torets direction, the enemy carried out 8 attacks in the areas of the settlements of Divlivka, Toretsk itself, Alexandro Kalinova, Katrinivka, Rusin Yar, and towards Pleshkivka. Heading over to Pokrovsk, and one of the main things you'll notice here is a large push to the north from the Russians towards Vasily and Zolty Goldaz. This was basically one of those assaults where Russia just pushed up the roads, and I think these might be a little bit off, but like up through the tree lines and through the river valleys, and unfortunately they made a large gain over the last 2 days, at least as far as the reporting goes. Meanwhile, in the Pokrovsk area, our defenders stopped 42 assault and offensive actions by the aggressor in the areas of the settlements of Poltavka, Volodymyvka, right here, Yatsishok. That's a new one. Let me see if I could find that, because I think it's going to be up here. I'll have to look for that one eventually. Kruskiv Yar up here. Nianorvka. Down here. Chervony Liman is this town here, renamed, or the Ukrainian name instead of this is the Russian name. Mirolubivka. Suketsky. You have to zoom in. This little small town right here. Chunishine, next to Nova Ukrainka down here. Zirzova. Kotine. Gorikovo, which is down this way. There it is. Dashny. And Fedorivka. Fedorivka is one of those ones I haven't been able to find either. give a quick look for it. Yeah, I'm not seeing Fedorivka, maybe in the new area. Yeah, I'm still not seeing it. We'll have to do a little bit of research to locate Fedorivka in another time. Moving over to the Novopavlivka direction. The defense forces repelled 33 attacks by the enemy near the settlements of Zeleny Gate, which is down here. Where is it? Maybe I need to zoom in. Oh, no, that's Zeleny. Okay, this one, Zeleny Gate, right there. Velinopol, Primivka, down here. Filia, Malivka, sorry. Mirny, Alexandrograd, right there. Voskreshenka, Shurchenko, right there. The arrow throwing me off. And Olhivske. Down here near the other Poltavka. Skipping the Huliopol direction and going over to Orhiv. The invading forces attacked the Kamiansky area. Kamiansky right here. And in the direction of Mali Tokmaka. Over here on the eastern side of Orhiv. Ukrainian defenders repelled all 4 offensive actions in the area. In the Priniproski area, down by Kherson. The aggressor made 4 futile attempts to attack the positions of our defenders. Most of these attacks are happening either near Ivanivka or at the Oleshki Antonov bridge area. In the Volyn and Polizia direction, no new signs of enemy formations have been detected. And our soldiers continue to inflict significant losses both in manpower and equipment on the Russians and are actively undermining the enemy's offensive potential in the rear. In total, Russian losses for the day amounted to, well, we'll cover that with a graphic. We end the report with join the defense forces, Razom Peremozhemo. And let's jump right into the loss report for the 1,265th day. A nice even 1,000 Russian soldiers, 4 enemy tanks, 7 armored personnel vehicles, 37 artillery systems, 2 MLRSs, 191 UAVs, and 131 vehicles. Oh, come on, me. This one is regarded as breaking the 2022 trenches, 2014 trenches. Yeah, this, unfortunately, Russia was able to do a breakout in this direction. They have a very narrow base here Um, you know, common sense just dictates that Ukraine's going to be pushing on both sides of this advance, and could cut off the Russians at the tip of this advance. Not to mention, Russian supplies are not used to moving like this, so they'll likely run out of supply too. So, Anyways, hey there, Steve. And anybody else new sneak in on me because I was in top chat instead of live chat? They exist, snuck in on me. Well, that's the thing, is if you look in this area, there is not any roads, really. They went through tree lines and such, got to roads here, and then went through tree lines and basins here. They're not following the roads anywhere, really. It's all tree lines and fields. So, depending on how accurate Deep State is, I mean, this could very easily be cut off from supply by drone. Because they're going to be kicking up dust, running through mud, park a drone, and there you go. There hasn't been any real accurate reports about what happened here. I'm sure we will find out about this eventually. That, unfortunately, it does cut off Ukrainian logistics between the two areas as well, because Dobropilya, right here, and the supplies used to run this way. So now all the supplies are going to have to come from Kramatorsk to this area. Oh yeah, it is a bit of a danger zone there. Check in on the summer sunshine fun time. We've reached 5,548 euros. We are officially past the halfway point. And yes, for those of you that come late or skipped it, you missed the short clip I played. Chungus was very busy and very active yesterday and got quite a few donations with his stream. From Claire at Cars for Ukraine, 100 euro. David N with 16 USD. Steve Sane with 20 euro. Michelle with 20 euros. Gene Hayes, 20 euros. Stephen Walsh, big money coming in today with 500 euros. And Jill, I don't want to butcher your last name, 25 USD. Thank you all for your donations. And well, at least there's one Anonymous. So that Anonymous, here's your Anonymous. I just missed playing that, so I wanted to do it. You guys are all amazing. From Haji, Steve Sane, Lori, Spider Fate Fella, Adam Rounds, Anonymous, sorry, Haji. We are a small but very productive community. I thank you, each and every one of you, for your donations to and support of Ukraine. One important note is the 5th Border Guard Prime Unit. They do release a lot of videos, like 1 or 2 every month. We are raising for a van with anti-Shaheed systems. So hopefully cut down on the air alerts happening in Sumy and further into Kyiv, as they're able to take down more Shaheeds. Yeah, this is just one day in Sumy. Can't even count the August 12th because it's 6:30 a.m. in Sumy right now, and they've already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guided bombs in, for the day. See, for yesterday, yesterday for Ukraine, today for me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 air alerts yesterday alone. I got spies everywhere, Andrew. So, yeah, it's very, very important that we get this van fundraised for the Border Guards Prime Unit. It means not only a lot to them, but it means a lot to the civilians that they are protecting. So if you can and do have the means, please do donate $5, $10, euros, whatever. It all helps out and gets us further to the goal. On the overall goal, we are at 250,820 euros. Just over 2,000 left to raise as the main goal. We are still just a little bit behind Tanya Fiona. She is at 5,635. We are less than €100 behind with 5,548. It is a group effort, yes, but it's always nice to have a friendly competition. And we got a little bit of time left to sneak back into 8th place. Go back to the air raid map. Leave that one up. And time to head to Telegram with the video report for the week from the office of the President of Ukraine. Oh, that reminds me. Week 180. That's kind of a sad number to see. But yes, as normal, requesting strong support from our partners for more and better air defense to keep Russia from hitting apartments and housing. Andrew was sitting there saying, mentioned a membership. Yeah, we are 10 subscribers away from being eligible to get memberships and super chats. So hopefully we'll have memberships here soon. Uh, 10 away is pretty good considering, well, where I was a year ago. Oh, trust me, nobody wants to see me dance. Because humans' attention spans are last as long as that. It's been going on too long, and since it doesn't directly affect their life, they forget about it. Why I've tried to make a conscious effort to make Ukraine part of my daily routine with this stream. And, it's all you can do so at some points. Yeah, well, it was pretty much all US BS for the last 2 days, unfortunately. And I'm sure it's even worse now with Trump tasting shoe leather today. And here is Zelensky's speech. My voice is already hurting from all the forest fire smoke in Canada, Canuckistan. So I'll let Zelensky speak for himself today. You'll have to read the subtitles yourself.
Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці. Головне за день. Провів ставку, спеціальна зустріч саме по тих питаннях, які були у наших військових. Коли їздив на Харківщину та на Сумщину, саме про це були питання. Щодо пікапів та іншої техніки. Ми вирішили. Бригадам дамо і необхідні кошти напряму, і можливість купувати саме такі пікапи та квадроцикли та іншу техніку, які їм потрібно. Бойові бригади отримують цю можливість дуже швидко. Уряд має ухвалити рішення вже на цьому тижні. Гроші теж передбачені. Дуже важливо, ми збільшуємо кошти бригадам на закупівлі. Це пряме фінансування. Більше можливостей забезпечувати свої бойові потреби. Це, зокрема, дрони і не тільки. Ми домовились змінити підхід до визначення розмірів фінансування. Буде більше грошей для кожної бойової бригади. Розрахунок на бригаду такий – по 7 мільйонів на кожен батальйон, який виконує бойові завдання. Звісно, ми продовжуємо прибирати бюрократію. Списання майна і техніки стане простіше. Командири корпусів, командири бригад зможуть робити списання ще швидше. Доручив негайно вирішити принципове питання про терміни вручення державних нагород нашим воїнам. Багато часу минає між поданням на нагороду та її врученням. Надто багато часу. Міністерство оборони України вже визначило, які документи та погодження зайві. Все буде скорочено. Змінять також документи про нагороду. Замість старих нагородних книжок будуть нові документи, щоб не заповнювати їх вручну. Терміни мають бути такими, щоб люди реально відчували повагу до себе і до своїх дій на захист нашої держави. Готуються рішення і по інших принципових речах. Питання мотивації, питання щодо особового складу, питання щодо навчальних центрів, комунікації до рівня батальйону та рот. Все це теж пропрацьовано. Рішення будуть. Була сьогодні доповідь нашої команди після зустрічі в Британії. Андрій Єрмак та Рустем Умєров доповіли про всі важливі розмови, публічні та непублічні деталі. Я хочу подякувати кожному, хто з Україною. Також сьогодні була доповідь розвідки і військового командування про те, на що розраховує Путін і до чого реально готується. Зокрема, це і приготування воєнні. Він точно не готується до припинення вогню і війни. Путін налаштований тільки на те, щоб подати зустріч з Америкою як свою особисту перемогу. І далі продовжувати діяти так, як і раніше. Тиснути на Україну так, як і раніше. Немає жодної ознаки, що росіяни отримали сигнали готуватись до післявоєнної ситуації. Поки що немає. Навпаки, вони переміщують свої війська та сили таким чином, щоб розпочати нові наступальні операції. Якщо хтось готується до миру, він цього не робить. Ми продовжуємо інформувати наших партнерів про реальну ситуацію на полі бою, в дипломатії та в російському плануванні подальших дій. Сьогодні вже я говорив з прем'єр-міністром Канади, зі спадковим принцем та прем'єр-міністром Саудівської Аравії, також з президентом Литви. Заплановані на сьогодні ще пізніше розмови з європейськими друзями. Я дякую всім за підтримку. Важлива розмова була з прем'єр-міністром Індії. Усіх об'єднує розуміння чітких фактів. Перше, суверенітет і територіальна цілісність України мають поважатися. Друге, питання щодо війни проти України мають вирішуватись тільки за участі України. Третє, Росія повинна робити необхідні кроки, щоб закінчити цю війну. І саме від Росії жодного кроку досі немає. Ми дуже детально обговорили сьогодні, зокрема з прем'єр-міністром Моді, можливості впливу на російську позицію. Я пам'ятаю, як вже не раз прем'єр-міністр Індії казав, що наш час не час для війни, і потрібні реальні кроки, щоб це стало саме так. Мир потрібен. Завтра теж день нашої активної комунікації з партнерами на всіх рівнях. Ми продовжуємо спілкуватись зі Сполученими Штатами Америки, команда Офісу, МЗС, всі, хто потрібен для ефективної роботи, всі залучені. І дякую кожному в Україні, хто чітко підтримує та посилює державну позицію, наш захист національних інтересів. Стоїмо міцно, всі разом. І ще одне. Сьогодні я хочу відзначити наших воїнів, воїнів-прикордонників. Разом з усіма в силах оборони наші прикордонники захищають Україну на фронті. І, звісно, в прикордонних районах всіма визнаного нашого державного кордону. Прикордонні бригади ГАРД, Сталевий кордон та Форпост, підрозділи Сумського, Харківського, Волинського, Білгород-Дністровського прикордонних загонів. Прикордонники бригади Помста та підрозділу Фенікс, дякую вам за стійкість, за знищення окупанта. Україна обов'язково має досягнути своїх завдань, і завдання справедливі – захистити життя, захистити незалежність, досягти достойного миру для України. Дякую всім. Слава Україні!
Героям слава. Yeah, that's the thing that kills me is, you know, Russia's sitting here, oh yeah, peace, peace, trade territory, da-da-da, fluffing Trump, and, well, and then at the same time, that is the drone report for today. Let's get to yesterday's drone report. And the first story I have after the drone report for yesterday will show you what Russia is doing while talking peace. Yesterday, Russia launched 100 drones. 70 were shot down or taken out with electronic warfare. Again, this is why the Summer Sunshine campaign is so important. Get these guys the ability to take out more shaheeds. Get it up from a 70% intercept rate. Anything higher than that will be extremely helpful. And the first report I have for you today is Russia is massively transferring armored vehicles in to the Zaporizhia direction. Yesterday evening and at night, at least 15 trawls with tanks, 10 with other types of armored vehicles, more than 30 trucks with ammunition, as well as fuel tankers were recorded. Now there's one picture. More tanks there. And here is the video. Oh, I agree, David. Okay, David, I have to apologize if you take offense to this, but it's a joke that keeps popping into my head when I hear people speaking French, or in this case, see French being spoken. There's a saying in America, the French language is so weird, it doesn't even have a word for déjà vu. But yeah. There's Putin's peace talks right there. News out of Pokrovsk. Sabotage groups in Pokrovsk. Out of 150 Russians sent into Pokrovsk, about 30 reached the city. The enemy formed tactical groups of 50 people each from 3 companies. The goal of the action was to create panic and force the units to flee the city. Like it happened in Seladov. In total, the route from Seladov to Pokrovsk took the Russians 14 days. Communications, water, and food were provided by drone drops. They used cloaks for camouflage and hid in random shelters. About 120 of the 150 soldiers sent on this little task have perished. This week, another part of the saboteurs surrendered. Whether a plan under which 80% of the personnel should die on the way to a place of execution of the task can be considered a success is doubtful. Poutine is not a Canadian flavored snack. It is a necessary food group. Destruction of a Russian Molina drone by FPVs from Ukraine with a mounted shotgun. Some interesting editing done there. Brazil fears U.S. tariffs over Russian diesel purchases. Long story short, trade between Brazil and Russia has more than doubled in the past 5 years, reaching 12.4 billion in 2024. Brazil's diesel imports from Russia have risen from 95 million in 2022 to 4.5 billion the following year and 5.4 billion last year. You wondering where the Russian money is coming from? Brazil's one of those. On a similar note, Brazil imports 85% of its fertilizer for agriculture from Russia. 3.5 billion worth of fertilizer in 2023. You know, the problem with Brazil is they have no choice. Let's go to satellite map. Where a lot of the Brazil's agriculture is booming is in this area here. Unfortunately, the slashing and burning the rainforest, but that pretty much leaves dead earth. No fertility, no nutrients in the soil. Basically kills off everything. And the only way to grow stuff is to use massive, massive amounts of fertilizer. And then we import cheap food from Brazil because it's cheaper to grow it in Brazil and transport it to the United States than it is to grow it and pick it in the United States. It's an interesting situation there if you ever want to read up on it. If you threw TP at Russia, they'd pick it off the trees and say thank you. Latternized soil, yeah, and they're okay, so you know about it. Yeah, I tried tinned beef once and I had a piece of bone in it. I'll never try it again. But yeah, this area of Brazil is where most of the agriculture happens. And I wouldn't want to farm there because without massive, massive inputs in fertilizer, nothing grows. So yeah, they're kind of foobar there. So yeah, Brazil is definitely concerned about the U.S. tariffs. Although if we do put the tariffs on Brazil, I wonder if it'd be cheaper to actually grow food in the United States instead of food for our food. Ukrainian soldiers riding in a buggy fight off an FPV drone that was set up to ambush on the road. Despite the fact that the soldiers were detected at first and shot at the drone, it still managed to take off but failed to hit the target. Here's that video. So they see it, start hitting the brake. Now I'm going to turn up the volume and just let you listen, and you can hear the soldiers shout FPV. So yeah, that drone was just sitting there waiting for them. Thankfully, they were able to damage it, and it was not able to hit its target. Destruction of Russian equipment in the Kursk direction using fiber optic drones from the 1st Assault Battalion of the 92nd Brigade. Okay, wait, I gotta find... I gotta find different music for the background of this. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to... I should have muted this when I played that, but we'll go back to the beginning here. So the van, they see the drone coming or hear it or something. The van opens up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, only 6 made it out, but there was more inside. Oh, I got a zucchini in the fridge waiting to be breaded and fried. Oh. Both bushes? Oh, I need to teach you how to grow tomatoes, LJ. I have to do that farm, the garden tour. I'll do that tomorrow. So that is the 92nd Brigade doing work in Kursk. Meanwhile, Ukrainian FPV drone sets up its own ambush. Back. Okay, this is another one I gotta.
I hit him right dead in the jaw. I hit him right dead.
Okay, but you have to realize, LJ, I have a 4-foot by 8-foot section just growing tomatoes. And I think I had 2 that lasted more than a day so far. Get back. Oh, okay, I gotta play this without the music so we can actually pay attention. So here comes 2 Russians on a quad with a trailer doing the supply run. Ukrainian drone takes off. And... oh, shit. No more supply run. Meanwhile, 2,000 kilometers from Ukraine, an oil refinery was attacked in Russia. More of the videos. There's the drone coming in. Again, the damage on the side. And it looks like fuel spilling out of that hole like no tomorrow. I guess Russia was very lucky it did not catch on fire. Near Voschansk, operators of the GART Brigade deploy FPV drones, the Scorpion FPV drones on camouflage targets and knock out 3 enemy vehicles. For those of you that might be interested in knowing what this song is, it's Double Vision from the Fifth Element soundtrack. The thing that kills me is I had classes today with one of my Ukrainian English partners, and they were worn out because they had been canning pears all day. They're about 2 to 3 weeks ahead of me. My pears are about the size of a quarter right now, and they had pears. Anyways, our next video is a bombing run by an Su-27 hitting enemy infantry concentration in the Pokrovsk area. No, the video is not freezing. It's unfortunately that's the video quality we got. There's a variety of tomato called Black Prince tomatoes, and they're an heirloom tomato that has been around Eastern Europe for 1,000 years or so. Very tasty, very irregular shaped, but tasty. Phoenix unit continued to cut enemy logistics in the Konstantinivka area. Drone hits by 3 quad bikes with occupiers, 2 trucks, a motorcyclist, and 3 cars. How do you spell relief? I was just looking out the window in the bathroom. My moon is orange. That's how much smoke is still in the air around here. Vlad, you're gonna have to hit up Andrew. He's making banana bread. You can't have any of mine because I made banana cream pie, and that is my weakness. Yesterday in Zaporizhia, I won't say the injuries because, well, there's an update on that later. But they hit the main bus station in Zaporizhia City. That's not even I don't know why I posted that. That's not the video I wanted. Rescue operation is still underway at the central bus station in Zaporizhia. Rescuers hope to find more. As of now, at the time of this posting, I didn't see any other updates. 19 people are known to have been injured. The people have numerous mine and explosive injuries, some of them severe. Zucchini bread's okay. Banana bread, I'm not a huge fan, but banana cream pie made with fresh bananas. The moment of the strike in Zaporizhia, right here. So that's the bus terminal right there. So again, watch this upper corner here. Yeah. Russia's hitting military targets, meanwhile, Russia publishes footage of a Shaheed modified to drop anti-tank mines on roads. This is how the Russians want to carry out terrorist attacks on public roads. So literally it could be going right down the streets in Kyiv and drop these mines on the streets in Kyiv. Yeah, we're getting there, Jim. Well, Romas are usually the tomato of choice for a lot of nations that have to grow them in greenhouses, because Romas are very well suited for greenhouse growing. And that is it for yesterday's video. Here is today's drone report. 71 drones launched, 59 shot down or suppressed with electronic warfare. Again, let's get these guys their van. We are so close to it. Finishing off the main campaign. And these guys will get the van that they need so bad to take out these Shahed systems in the Sumy area. You know, the attacks on Kyiv, over to the west in Lviv and Klemensky, Zhytomyr. I'd say 80% of the drones launched in this area against this area come through the Sumy region. These guys can stop a large number of those with this van. Let's get that 70% or so takeout ratio. Let's get that up to 95%. That'd be great. Again, the link to donate is pinned to the top of chat, but I will copy and paste so it's convenient and right there for you. Moving on, soldiers of the 79th Separate Airborne Assault Brigade shot down 19 enemy drones this week, worth a total of 1.8 million. Banana coffee pie? Okay, many of you may not know, but the bananas that you eat, that you buy from the store, are not real bananas. This was the original, or was it the other way? Why? Well, these are the ones we eat now, the Cavendish. What? Big Mike. Gros Michel. Big Mike bananas. These are the original bananas. If you get like banana pudding from like Jello or something or other, the pudding has the flavor of the Gros Michel Big Mike bananas. So next time you're out and about, you grab a thing of bananas and grab a banana pudding packet from the shelf. Make up the pudding and compare the taste of the pudding, taste the banana. They taste different. The taste of the pudding is the Gros Michel Big Mike. just putting it out there that, you know, our food isn't the original food anymore. Again, Ukrainian aviation struck Russian battalion headquarters in occupied Zaporizhia region. Here's another airstrike by Ukraine. UA regular team sank a boat with Russians in the Sumy region. And Haji, if you're in chat or playing the lurker, here's a story for you. As part of the Bring Kids Back UA initiative, we managed to save a 14-year-old girl whom the Russian occupiers planned to forcibly send to a boarding school in Russia. After the death of her father, a Ukrainian serviceman, she remained under occupation with her relatives. She is no longer under occupation. She was returned to free Ukraine. And doesn't have to worry about being re-educated in Russia. So, Bring Kids Back UA doing great work out there. SBU attacked a factory in Nizhny Novgorod that helped produce Kinzhal 101 and Kinzhal 32 cruise missiles. Here is that video coming out of Russia.
Ебануться, блядь. Охуеть надо, блядь.
And not to be letting you folks down, Ukrainian Air Force destroyed the occupiers' command post in Soledar. Yes, Soledar by Bakhmut. Here's what happened to the Russian command post there. There's times when I don't mind the rootstock and grafting combinations of fruit trees, especially when I have my 4-in-1 apple tree. 4 types of apples on one tree all grafted together. So, you know, I don't have to worry about pollinators or this tree dies and now I don't have a pollinator or blah, 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 blah. As long as that tree's going, I have pollinators and different types of apples. Oh, I miss dragon fruit. I used to grow dragon fruit when I lived in Arizona in my backyard. Oh, that was so good. And you know, we like to talk about, well, everybody seems to be like to talk about the Russian economy is about to collapse. Well, here's some proof of that. It's estimated that about 20% of the Russian housing developers are at risk of bankruptcy, according to the Russian deputy prime minister. If the high interest rate remains for another 6 months and there is no inflow of investment, this share could go above 30%. Now, 1/5 of the house builders in Russia are about to go bankrupt. Good news, for me, anyways. LJ Boone, you're not a bad influence. You're just not a good one. Yeah, Russia, the Chinese proxy. Total destruction of Russians and their equipment in Kharkiv. Oh, I forgot to ask, Vlad, are your funeral plans all set for next year? You know, they had the earthquake in Kamianka a week ago, so next year's your time. Ukrainians spot a couple Russian drones lying in wait for Ukrainians to come along. Ukrainians decide to bust that up.
Я хочу пузом дрона максимально зависнуть над ждуном.
So there's the two drones waiting for someone to come by. Yeah, all those generals letting you down, flying out the hospital windows. Finland today became the first NATO country to bring charges against the captain and crew of the Russian Shadow Fleet vessel that severed underwater cables a while ago. In the Finnish Coast Guard in December 2024 boarded and seized the Eagle S oil tanker after the vessel dragged its anchor through the Baltic Sea for almost 100 kilometers, cutting 5 electricity and telecommunication cables. The captain, first and second officers, who were first arrested and then set free provided they did not leave Finland, have now been charged with aggravated vandalism and aggravated interference with telecommunications. Their trial is expected to start in the next few weeks. Oh, they have the FPV drones have a very narrow field of view. And and you have to have the goggles on. What a lot of the Russians are doing is they'll sit there, park the drone, keep the earpiece in, but take the goggles off. So unless they hear a car coming, they don't do nothing. So you can just fly a drone there and take them out. Meanwhile, in response to the Oompa Loompa meeting with the Hitler wannabe, join us in Anchorage, Alaska, says Stand Up Alaska, to protest an international war criminals presence. Despite the governor's support, the president invited Napoleon wannabe. We're here to tell Trump and Putin Alaska opposes tyranny. So look forward to a nice protest in Anchorage in the coming days. Ouch, LJ. True, but ouch. And for the last video of the night, technology did not help these Russians. The 63rd Brigade eliminates 12 Russian soldiers using anti-drone thermal cloaks east of Liman. Okay, I gotta.
Choo-choo train, chucking down the track. Gotta travel on, ain't never coming back. Ooh, got a one-way ticket to the blues. Bye-bye, love, my baby's leaving me. Now lonely teardrops are all that I can see. Ooh, got a one-way ticket to the blues.
Bada boom, mada traka.
Gonna take a trip to Lonesome Town. Gonna stay at Heartbreak Hotel. A fool such as I should never was. I cried a tear so wet.
One-way ticket, one-way ticket, one-way ticket, one-way ticket, one-way ticket. Okay, I think I found my new favorite song. Okay, Steve, but did you hear the lyrics? One-way ticket. Think Madyar. One-way ticket. Bada boom, motherfucker. Oh. That is the end of the videos I had set aside. Let's go to Volna Ukraina, which has 7 videos in the last couple days.
Я маю лише 2 бажання зрання. Це кава, перша.
Oh, I wish they had more of this guy right here. He's just sitting there. You know some Russians are hurting after that one.
Постріл! Постріл!
No, I'd rather have one of Mattiar's birds meet Trump. The distance between the launcher and the soldier is not enough. They are accounting for it, Vlad. That's why they're so close to it. You know, the Russians couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, much less unless it's an apartment building. Oh.
Доброго вечора, ми з України.
Hi, Mars. Okay, I want to go to this guy's place. Let me mute the song. Because, for one, not only does he have the pool, but I know that flag. Do you know the flag? Tell me in the comments after the video or the stream is over if you know that flag. And with that, I will say good night. Thank you all for coming to the stream. Have a good night. Oh, please hit the like, hit the share, tell your friends, tell your family. Even if they don't watch, have them subscribe. We are so close. Let's just double check here really quick. So 490 subscribers, 10 away from having super chats and memberships. And I'll tell you what, I'll put... Oh, I closed that out. I'll put this video as a members only video. So you want to see more of it? You want to see more of it? Get me 10 more subs. And I'll put that up as a members only video. Thank you all. Have a good night. Keep supporting Ukraine.
Над им степом
Yeah, I believe that was discussed during the naming convention on the HIMARS. Oh yeah, I'm doing good here. I closed the air alert map. Oh well. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. But yeah, that had to be part of it there. You know, hello Mars, the god of war. Have a good one. Stay safe, everybody.